Louisville has become such a foodie city with upscale and unique dishes at every turn, but sometimes you just need that type of cuisine that screams summertime. And of course, we're talking about fair food. And we have our local food review expert, Barry Goodall from Goodall's Country Kitchen in studio to give us a few of his favorite fair finds this year. And he has already been there 3 times already. Barry, it is a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is always my favorite segment to do on Great Day Live. Trust me.
And we do trust you. You have already hit up so many of the vendors. It's what, day 5 of the fair? You've been to 3 of them so far, and this is just the beginning for you.
So my job every year is to kind of cut through the red tape and lead everybody to the concessions that I know for a fact are really good. So that's what I did this year. I took a wrecking crew of friends out there and we made our way through the concessions like you wouldn't believe.
Oh my goodness. Let's start it off strong. Pat's Footlongs.
All right, that's my annual tradition. I have 3 different places that I go to right off the bat every year. And the first one is Pat's Footlong Hot Dogs. Family out of Germantown right here in Louisville. They've been doing it for 60 years. The dog I got right there was called the Heartburn Special.
It looks like it.
It's a Chicago hot dog / chili dog with all the fixins.
All of it.
And of course, I get the footlong version.
Yeah, the pickle looks like so itty bitty compared to the actual footlong hot dog.
Yep.
Whoa.
Has the cheese, the nacho cheese, ladle all through it, the chili, the sport peppers, onion, all the goodies.
Oh my gosh, why is that a tradition for you to stop by?
Well, because as far as hot dogs go and corn dogs, those are my personal favorites there at Pat's. You know, that I just cut right through all the red tape. If either one, corn dog or footlong, that's where you go. Plus the fact that they're from Germantown, they're local. That's what I like to do, support the concessions out there that are locally owned, family owned. And that's one of them right there.
And another local owned business, Trina's Hot Sauce.
Oh yes, Trina's Hot Sauce. You all already know that follow my YouTube channel that Trina is my favorite sauce to use at any Hispanic restaurant. So what you do is, I have a little technique for y'all this year. You go to the indoor food court, you have a locally owned restaurant there, Gustavo's Mexican restaurant.
One of our favorites over here in Great Day Live,
So you get you a three plate of tacos, and you use all the willpower you can muster up to not get into it, and then you go over to row 30 to the Trina booth, and you let them ladle some good Trina hot sauce all over your tacos, which is what we did. I don't know if they're going to show the clip, but that's part of where the wrecking crew came in, because we 3 of us ended up eating those tacos right there. And the health department was standing right there. So I told him, I said, you better not be writing citations.
Oh my goodness.
This is going to be ugly.
Well, and look at that, drizzling it on right there. That's the hot one. Like, that's like the
that's
super
the
hot
Fuego. There's 3 heat levels, and the Fuego is the hottest level, which I am physically addicted.
He really put a lot on those tacos.
I told him, don't be scared. Put it up real good on that one. You see those guys, I played football with them in high school, so I had some heavyweights out there with me this year.
Perfect way to support local and turn up the heat, too, while you're at it. But let's talk barbecue. Where's your favorite spot to go?
Okay, the barbecue, as far as state fair is concerned, there's one that stands out as a class above the rest. And it's their 2nd year out there. These 2 different farms, they partnered up. Dry Branch Stock Farm out of Danville and Hudnall Farms out of Warren County, Kentucky. They've partnered up. Hudnall brings the pork. Dry Branch brings the beef and the ostrich, and they partnered together, and they have the absolute best pork chops and beef ribs I've ever had in my life.
That's saying something.
Oh, yeah. Their beef rib is called the Dino Rib, okay?
Why is that?
Because it is huge. It actually took myself and 2 of my heavyweight friends to actually eat the thing. Okay, and it's not cheap. It costs $30, but it's well worth it. You can see that's that right there.
Whoa, that's 1 serving.
Well, actually, they cut that. That's 2 servings.
Okay,
now that was the child's portion pork chop that I got right
that's still
there.
a pretty big one.
But then I came back the next day and got the bone-in pork chop. It was 3 inches thick.
Oh my goodness! But $30, you can feed, 3 people,
that
4
Dino
people
rib
even.
easily feeds a whole family. probably 5 people could get full on that thing.
Wow. So we have to wrap things up with some, oh, there it is, right there.
That's the pork chop.
Whoa.
That is legitimately 3 inches thick.
Oh my goodness. That is massive. Where are they located at the State Fair?
They're in the West Wing courtyard.
Okay.
Like where you go over to see the animals and stuff, the courtyard to the right of the entrance.
Okay, make sure you add that to your list. But we want to end on a sweet note. Dooster's Ice Cream, one of my favorites too, located in E-Town. They have 2 locations out there. They are stopping at the State Fair. What do you usually order when you go there?
I usually get the bourbon ball, which is their award-winning vanilla with chocolate chips and Jim Beam bourbon blended. This year I got their banana pudding.
Ooh, I
ice
didn't know
cream.
they had that.
It's their first year having the banana pudding. It's their 3rd year at the fair. So, you know, like you said, their main store is in E-Town, but they're the last stop I make every year after all that good fair food.
Do you still have room after that?
Yeah, actually, when it comes to ice cream, you always have room.
That is true.
So on the way to the car, they're conveniently located across from the Bud tent. So when you're on your way to the car, finish off your day at Dooster's. See there? Flavor intoxication.
Yes, yes, indeed, and major food coma. And again, you're still, you know, making some stops through because your YouTube video, it's going to be really good.
Part 2 comes out on Wednesday, part 3 on Saturday, and I'm actually going out there tomorrow, Tuesday, for another round.
Whew.
Day 4.
That's a lot. That's a lot of food. But you give us the best tips. You give us the best, really the inside scoop on, I mean, there's so many vendors out there, but you always find the best local stops. That's so important to you.
That's right. It's all about local.
It is, Barry. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So if you are interested in learning more, following all of his food journeys, just head over to Goodall's Country Kitchen on YouTube and on Facebook.